Good morning, all of you. Now, today we will going to start the second chapter, and that is periodic classification of element. Now, in this, it is related to chemistry. Now, in this subtopics are elements and their classification. Then Debonnier's triad, the Newland's law of Octaves, Mendeleev's periodic table, and modern periodic table. Before we will start, some recall questions are there for you. What are the types of matter? We know that there are three types of matter: solid, liquid, and gases. What are the types of elements? That is metal, non-metal, and metalloids. What are the smallest particle of matter called? That is called as atoms. What is the difference between the molecules of elements and compounds? Difference of between molecules of elements means this. You see, one hydrogen molecule is there. It is having the same atom, hydrogen. Two hydrogen atoms. It is called as the hydrogen molecule. And next is the water molecule. It is having the two different atoms, one of hydrogen and one of oxygen. Now, classification of elements. We have learned in the previous standards that all the atoms of an element are of only one type. We have studied this. Now today we know that 118 elements are known to the scientific world. However, around years 1800, only about 30 elements were known. Now we know that we are having today 118 elements. But in the year 1800, only 30 elements were discovered. After that, in step by step, scientists came and they discovered. After 30, 56 elements were discovered, and after that, 63 elements were discovered, and now we are having 118 elements. More number of elements were discovered in the course of time. More and more information about the properties of this element was gathered. Properties of elements, what does it mean? Means we know that there are two types of properties of element: physical property and chemical property. Physical property means the property which we can see by the naked eyes. For example, if you take an example of a chalk, what is the physical property of chalk? That it is white in color, then it is brittle. Okay, so these are the physical. Chemical property means when we are reacting that powder of the chalk with some chemicals, and whatever substance or liquid, whatever we are getting, that is called as the chemical properties. Now, to make the study of this of such a large number of elements, scientists started studying the pattern, if any, in the vast information about them. To make these elements, now we know that 180 elements are there. To make the study easy, so what they have done, they have made some pattern or some classification. You know that in the initial classification of elements, elements were classified into the groups of metals and non-metals. What they have done they have made the groups like metals and the non-metals. Then the elements, metals and the non-metals. Later on, another class of elements called metalloid was introduced. What is metalloid? Metalloid is the group of elements which is having the property of both metals and the non-metals. For example, silicon, germanium. So these are the metalloids. They are having both the property of metal and the non-metal. As the knowledge about elements and their properties went on increasing, different scientists started trying out different method of classification. Now we will come to know that scientists came. First one was the Debonnier's triad. So he classified. We will see which method this Debonnier has taken, or he sought out to have the classification of the elements. Now, in the year 1817, a German scientist, Debonnier, suggested that properties of elements are related to their atomic masses. we know, we have already studied what is atomic mass. We have seen atomic number and the atomic mass. Atomic mass of the element is the number of proton and the neutron. Okay, so he made group of 3 elements each, that is called triad. The triad means 3. So having similar chemical properties and called them triad. So he arranged. Now you see in this chart, you see three elements are there. Okay, so this is called as the triad. So he arranged these elements in such a manner that the first and the third element, means the atomic mass number of the lithium and the atomic mass number of potassium, if you add them and if you divide it by 2, you will directly get the atomic mass number of the middle one, that is sodium. Okay, now you see here for lithium, here the calculation is given to you. How if you want to calculate, so this is the arrangement according to the de Bourniers. Okay, so he arranged the 3 elements in a triad in an increasing order of atomic mass. So he arranged them in the, now we will come to know afterwards. Okay, so how he arranged, so increasing order of atomic mass, and showed that the atomic mass of the middle element was approximately equal to the mean of the atomic masses of the other 2 elements. So however, all the known elements could not be classified into the de Bourniers triad. So only some elements de Bournier was able to classify. So this is also one of the drawback of the de Bournier. So now in the second case, you see here calcium, strontium and barium. Okay, so you see here the atomic mass number of calcium is 40.1 and the atomic mass number of barium is 137.3. You see this total, they have added 2 and divided by 2. So 88.7 is the atomic mass number of strontium. Okay, this is strontium. The third one, you take chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay, you see chlorine atomic mass number is 30.5 and the iodine is third element is there, you see 126.9. so you just add this and divide by 2, so you will get 81.2, and that is the atomic mass number of the center, which is the center element here, bromine. Okay, you got this clear? Some identify. Okay.